Let me know when you can see my screen.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, so email management is essentially all the automated emails that get sent from the system. So it's not emails it's not communication that you send out to your members. It's basically automated ones. We have a guide available on the PCA website under club resources. So that is the guide we'll go through first, and then we'll jump into the system to kind of have a look at it. So starting with what is email management? So it is the administrator's ability to automatically send out emails to the member. So an example is, so let's say a member comes in the system and renews their membership, and when the system receives the money, the system automatically sends out an email confirming to the member that they have now received a new membership and money has been received. So how can you access email management? So email management can be accessed from the menu. So it's a tiled called email management. Just to confirm, if you're looking to send out like communication to all your members, so it's like an ad hoc one, so something you want to say to your members, then I would say use club email. Email management will always work for automated emails. So the first thing we would like to kind of draw your attention is to the branding. So we call it email templates. Email templates refer to the branding of the automated emails that get sent out. So this would be your club's logo, your club's social media. So essentially how the club, the email looks to the member when they, for example, renew a club's membership, or the system is sending out a reminder for their emails. So we'll quickly jump into the system at the moment. So this is our test system. And what you can see is the first part is an email overview. Second part is the email templates. So email templates is where you would come and see all your. By default, we've shipped all your JustGo Essential package with the Pony Club Australia branding. You are able to change them at any point in time. In fact, we actually encourage that you send them so that the members can differentiate between communication from Pony Club Australia and from your Pony Club. So once you go on to the email templates, you can either add new template or edit the one that we ship to you with. First is the name. So this is a name and description. This is an internal reference, so that you can recognize this email template later on. You're able to have multiple email templates. So if you want one kind of colors to go out for membership reminders, you can. One different kind for membership confirmation, that is also possible. So the name here will be the differentiator between two different templates. So as mentioned, the name and the description will be an internal reference. The organization name and organization email becomes very important because these are two of the elements that is shared with the member. Organization name, you should enter your club name, while organizational email is your organization's email address, so the default email address that you use, and the JustGo URL we've defaulted to pca.justgo.com. You can leave it as that or use your own JustGo URL. So just a point on organizational email. When automated emails are actually sent from the system, it doesn't look like the email is sent from JustGo. It doesn't even look like the email is sent from Pony Club Australia. You can make it look like that the emails are actually coming from your club. So that is the email that you should write in here. So as soon as the email is, when the member reads, the recipient reads the email, it says it's from your club's email address, so that when they reply, It's not going to some JustGo inbox or Pony Club Australia inbox. It can actually go to your club's email inbox, and we don't need your club's access to your club's email address. We don't need your username. You don't need your password. If you set it here, it will look like the email is actually coming from you. Next up is the header. So this is essentially the email template wizard. So you can go step by step and fill them in as required. So that's the general. Next is the header. The header is basically this area, the top bit of the email. So essentially, it looks at the logo that is uploaded here. If you want the logo to take the member somewhere, if you have a club's website, or you can bring them to your JustGo location, you can. And then you can actually align where the logo sits. If you want it to be left or right aligned, select as required. Otherwise, leave it as center. Next up is the email title. Email title refers to this area of the email. So we'll go into what actually populates, what wording actually comes in when we are going through emails. But here at the moment in time, you can actually disable the email title if you want to. However, we suggest you actually leave that in and put your colors in. So the text color is controlled through here, while the background color is actually controlled through here. Right. Next up is the footer. The first thing I would suggest you do is put your social media links here. So as soon as you put something in, the button will appear. For example, I haven't put anything in LinkedIn, so it's not appearing. If I put something in, it will appear automatically. So any social media that you have, if you're using all 4, put that in. If you're using only 1 or 2, I would suggest putting it in, because that actually improves the quality of your email from a spam perspective. It also we believe would help drive more members to your social media links, more followers. The bottom of it, the contact us, this is also editable. So this actually sits on other links or text. So you're able to put in anything that you want to. It doesn't have to be contact us. If you want to put a club slogan or a club's name even, or a club's address, you are able to do so. The color and the background color, so you're able to control it through here. So if you want to control the background color and change the color of the text, you can do so pretty easily. And if you want to add in a signature, what actually appears here. So let's say if you want all your emails to go out from, let's say, your club secretary, so you can type in your club secretary name and their signature in, and it will automatically show up for all automated emails that are sent out. Once you're happy with your template, I would suggest clicking on apply this template to all emails. What this will in turn do is apply this template to all the automated emails that goes out. As we kind of mentioned that there are multiple emails, different emails that goes out, and each email is able to hold its own template. Next up, we'll go essentially to email overview. So the first part of email management. So email overview are all the automated emails that actually get sent out. So these are the categories. So the club one, so there are in total for pro, you will get 30. For essential, it's a little bit less. So if you click on all, you'll be displayed everything. If you click on each category, so all the categories show up here. So if you click on club, so these are the emails that are related to club administration. The first one is the club join invitation, and the second one is joined notification, and in brackets club. You can of course, and we encourage it, you can swift through all the radios, all the categories, and see what emails are available to you, and there will be a few different ones available. So different payment ones, reward and subscription. So the subscription is available only to JustGo for Club's Pro subscribers. So we'll go on to the club first. So you might ask, what are these emails referred to? So when do these emails get sent out? They can't all be activated or be triggering at the same time. In order to find out what emails this actually refer to, you can actually go in and read the content of the email that is kind of set up by default. So we have a description at the top. It says this email is sent to a member when a club admin has added them to their club. So this is the add existing member button from club profile. So when you click on that, you're essentially inviting a member who is not part of your club. You're actually inviting them to be part of your club. So this is the email that gets sent out to that member, and you're able to read the content that gets sent out. So it uses a few funny characters, which is hashtag requesting first name. So hashtag is essentially dynamic characters. So you might not know names of each of your members, or you can't be sending individual members to emails to members. Instead, what you can do is you can actually come here, edit the email with hashtags, which actually personalizes the email for the member. So it will directly put in the information that is in the member record. In this case, the member's first name. It will pull it out from their member record and will replace this entire string with their name. Now, so this is the default one. So default one cannot be edited. What you are able to do is copy the email, copy the default email. On this one, you can actually make any changes you need to. Email template, as mentioned, you can have multiple different templates. So if you want to, for different branding, different colors to go out for this email, make sure you set it up as a template, name it as required. The worst thing you can do is actually name them all the same one, which kind of get you get confused. So you can choose the appropriate email template and then save it. The from address is actually pulls, as we kind of mentioned, we kind of went through the email template. It automatically will pull from the organization email. However, if you want your membership club join notifications to be coming out from unique club email address, but all the memberships one are going out from a separate one, then no problem. When you're copying the email, do enter it here, and the system will place the default one in the template. You can CC or BCC any specified email address you want to. You can also change the email title. So this is the text that appears on the email title of the email template that we went through. The colors that we changed for. So if you change the wording here on each email, the wording on the member receives will be replaced as well. It will only take the background color and the color of the text from email template, but the wording, email title, will be replaced with anything that you type in here. So this is within the email. Next up is the subject and the content of the email. It is on this subject line that you can actually find these hashtags. So we have a few different ones available, and each email type will have different hashtags as appropriate. So for example, on this one, because this is an email being sent out to the member whom the club is requesting to join, this is why you're seeing the hashtag requesting first name. So it is the member's name that you're pulling in here. If it's a different email type, for example, a membership reminder, here you would see hashtag first name. So the first name of the member whose membership reminder, renewal reminder, you're actually sending out. These hashtags are actually available at a limited capacity for club email as well.
Can I just ask a question, Nabin?
Yeah, go for it, Cass.
At the beginning of the year, the hashtag wasn't working. It is up and working. Was there an error with it at one point?
So are you referring to club email? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was in the beginning, it was there was an issue with the one that Moneo uses at the national level.
Yeah.
And on your one as well. I think it's been fixed for a
Yeah.
while now.
I haven't used it since the beginning of the year. So I like after using it, it would come up as hashtag name and everybody received that email from the clubs stating to renew. So I didn't use it after that because it sent that out. So yeah.
It should be fixed now. Just
Awesome.
ensure that you're not typing it in. You're actually
No.
using the button.
Yes.
Then it will, because it's case sensitive and we don't want to mess with it. So we just use the buttons and it will pull in the right.
Yeah. Okay then. Yeah. No, it was when it first came out. A few clubs used it. Excellent. Thank you.
Problem. You can also actually attach stuff, send some attachments. So if you want, you can drag and drop any PDFs, any Word documents onto each email that goes out. So maybe, for example, with a club join request, so this is actually you're inviting the member to join your club, a member who's already part of PCA. So in here, for example, you can add your club's brochure, or a few other things that entices the member to join your club. One thing I would like to mention here is it would be best if you're not using any file that is over 10 megabytes. So things like videos. Instead, I would suggest updating the video and just copying and pasting the URL here. But documents are definitely usually on the realms of 1 or 2 megabytes. So a 10 megabyte limit is we imagine would actually cover anything that you want to send. So these are the basics of each email. However, if you go through all emails, these basics will stay, but you'll see a few different options become available. For example, on the membership one, there's 2 different kinds of emails. So one is expiry reminders and the other one is purchase. So the purchase one is as soon as a member purchases a membership or renews their membership, this email actually goes out. Expiry reminders are the email, the system sends out a reminder to the member if they haven't renewed their membership within the period of time that you specify. So this specification can be a month, 6 months before, so depending on your configuration or the state's membership configuration. You can also adjust it. So for example, on this one, it says 1 month before. You can actually copy it and say, no, I don't want to send it 30 days before. I want to send it only 7 days before. And if you change it here, if everything is satisfactory, you can save it. And then a new email will come up here. It would be best if you change the name as well. So maybe 7 days before.
I am Michael, and this is Jim.
And then now you see the default emails are still there. However, a new email has appeared. This is the one that you just copied. You can deactivate this one or leave it as deactivated and activate this one. And then automatically every day the system will look through all your members. It will try and calculate any members that whose membership expiry date is 1 week away, and then automatically will send out this email with this content. So you can also send it after as well. So not just before, after. So after would be, hey, your renewal period has already started, but we've noticed you haven't renewed your email. The system is pretty smart. So it will send out the befores, but with afters, it will actually check if the member has renewed or not. If the member has not renewed, only on that point in time, it will send out the after ones. So the after is essentially sending an email after the membership has expired. Just another note, only clubs should be activating the expiry reminders because PCA, and upon discussions with PCA and the states and JustGo, that as memberships are all being started from clubs, so only club membership reminders should go out. Zones and states should leave all membership reminders deactivated, including the membership on purchase. These should be all deactivated. Only the clubs one should be active. If you're asking that, if you are worried about the amount of money that the member pays, so the member pays a club fee, a zone fee, a state fee, and a PCA fee. That with every purchases, not just only a confirmation will be sent out, a receipt email will be sent out as well. This receipt email is not available on any level. It's only available at PCA. So Pca Branding, so PCA sends out a receipt saying that you purchased you purchased a membership, but this amount of money goes to the state, this amount of money goes to the zone, this amount of money goes to PCA, and the rest goes to the club. On membership purchases as well, when membership is purchased, PCA sends out a membership purchase confirmation email as well. This is because the membership certificate is actually attached at the national level, and that is a membership that the membership certificate and the membership card is actually sent out with the confirmation email. So at club level only, we would encourage you to activate your expiry reminders, your on purchase emails. States, it would be best if you leave it, states and zones, leave it deactivated. So we'll kind of jump back to events a little bit. And if you go through all the emails that are available at events, you'll see that there are wish lists available. This is actually a pro feature, the wait list. It allows your members to be put into a wait list. And the way it works is that if you say, let's say you have a ticket, event ticket that you only have 5 spots for, but you don't want to stop selling because you know someone always drops out. So you might want to have waitlist activated so that you have a list of members who's actually in the pipeline. Again, this is a club JustGo Pro feature only. It is not available at JustGo Essential. A few other emails available at subscription because JustGo Essential, JustGo Pro has automated renewal. So system collects the money automatically upon approval from the member. So if you are a Pro club, automated emails regarding subscription and installments are available here. You can send out a subscription a couple of days before an automated email, automated payment is collected, or you can send out only one when an automatically money is collected from the member's account.
So with your events, when you select waitlist, what happens there? Is there a waitlist or is that only for Pro members?
So it is only available at Pro members as far as I'm aware, unless Mono something changed that. Okay. Yeah, so it is available at Pro only. So if you're a Pro club, when you activate waitlist, if the ticket quantity has hit 0, the ticket, instead of showing as not available, it will turn into to the member, it will display as add me to the waitlist.
Okay, because there is a checkbox, because we're not Pro, there is a checkbox on your events to add waitlist. So that just doesn't work.
It is deactivated from the front end. So it won't open the waitlist. It won't put any members to the waitlist.
Okay.
So that's kind of it for JustGo Essential Clubs. What I would suggest is What I would suggest is the first thing you should do is go through email templates to make sure the default PCA branding that we shipped all clubs with, all zones with, it actually displays your club or zones colors and logos and images. Once you do that, I think then you can go through each of the emails and set it up as needed. The default wording actually kind of focuses on the message, but we're happy for you to edit it as needed. Any questions?
So there's one in the chat from Brenda. Is there an email that is sent out automatically when someone joins JustGo without buying a membership? So basically a member joining a club?
Yes, that is actually sent out. It is not sent out from your club because at that point we don't know which club the member is part of. It is actually sent out from PCA level. So as soon as they open an account, PCA level, at the national level, an email is automatically sent out welcoming the member to PCA. However, as soon as the member joins, because a member cannot sign up to PCA without actually joining a club or writing center, the club is actually notified through this email. So any member within the club who has an administrator role, so a club administrator role, in other words, who have access to the club profile tile, those members are actually sent this email. And this email essentially says that member with this name is actually requesting to join your club.
Wonderful. Thank you, Naveed. Does anyone else have any other questions?
I have a question on, it's not to do with this, it's on the club email side of things. Is there a limit to the number of emails it will actually send, or a capacity or anything on that?
Hi. So yes, it will keep sending out emails. So because PCA has negotiated a rate for all clubs, I think there is a set number of emails that is allowed with the essential package. However, for example, if you're sending out emails, we will not stop emails from going out. We will just inform PCA that these clubs will soon or will exceed the limit or has exceeded the limit, but we won't proactively restrict the emails that you're sending out.
Okay, I was just thinking of it on the basis of a zone sending out emails to members within their zone. So depending on how many you've got in your zone, I guess, and how many times you want to send emails, so you could end up that you can't keep sending them. Is it based on it's hard to explain, is it based on the number of recipients of a particular email, or the number of emails you might send over, say, a 3-month period?
So it is actually the number of emails that get sent out, so number of recipients. So the limit is not just on club email, it's also on email management emails as well that get sent out. So this is one of the reasons we say for zones, turn off your expiry reminders, turn off your on-purchase emails, turn off your club join notifications, because these are all really handled by the clubs. That way you have more allocation for club emails, so notifications and those kind of things. I don't think we will, the limit is set to be very high with zones and states in consideration, because states have a lot of people in there. So I think it's pretty high, and I think the conversation PCA had with JustGo already, and for the foreseeable future, we don't see. The limit is, the count is per year. We don't see any zones or clubs actually exceeding or coming close to exceeding the limit that you currently have. But however, we will come to PCA first. We will never stop you from sending out an email.
Sure. Okay. Thank you for that.
Wonderful. Anyone else in regards to the club email or email management? Any questions? No, the presentation was really good. Everything was easy.
Yeah. So yeah, so this guide that takes you step by step through how to configure an email template, how to copy each of the emails. This will take you step by step through all the changes that is needed, or you might want to do. This is available at the PCA website under Club Resources, under Email Management User Guide.
Okay. Thank you.
Awesome.
So is there a limit for each on recipients for each email? You were saying something about the number of 12. So can you have more than 12 recipients on the email?
Yes, you can. So if you're, so is it regarding email management or club email?
A club email.
Club email you can send out to all the members that are in your club. So there is no limit. If you have, states have 30,000 or a lot of members and they send it out to everyone. They use the same feature that as you do, club email. So yeah, you can have an unlimited number of recipients, no problem.
Okay.
Easy. Anything else have you got? So we'll just open it to any category that if you got question in any other part of the system or one functionality or something not working correctly for you, feel free to ask.
I have an email related one. If I want to send an email out to all of the, say, we're having a zone meeting, so I need to send something out to all the zone delegates. Can we do it through here without having to remember each and individual zone delegate and going through and picking them out individually?
Yeah, it most definitely can, but you don't have to use email management. So you're using a communication to communicate a specific issue to your zone delegate. So you use the club email function.
Yeah.
And I mean, do you just want to go through the club email function briefly?
Okay. Just one. Let me load that up.
Shh.
Pardon me.
There you are. So Cass, I think the direct answer to your email would, your question would be, at the moment, you cannot. However, there is an enhancement going out, which will automatically look at all the club administrators that you have within your region, within your zone, and mark them as club contact. You would, when you go into the emails, you would click on member role, and club contacts will show up as a radio here. Mono can reach out to all zone administrators when this is in place. At the moment, unfortunately, we can only do it for club administrators. We can only look at specific roles like zone delegate. What we can provide is a report, which will be available at Club Reports. When you run it, it will show you all the members in your zone, the name of the members, their email address, what club they belong to, and if they hold a role within their club. So our role would be either zone delegate, secretary, or treasurer of that club.
Okay, so it's still in the works.
Yeah. Correct.
Okay. Yeah. I did start going through and trying to update all the individual members as like who was a zone delegate and everything. Is that something that will need to be done?
At the moment, we can only do club administrators come in as club contacts for your zone. The rest, I would believe, yeah, it still would be a manual process at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Beautiful. Brenda, just give me a couple of minutes. I'll just get the event management going on my computer, and then I can show you how to set up the shop. In the meanwhile, anyone else got questions?
I'll ask something else, seeing as nobody else is. With the events that we were doing last Wednesday, I created an event, and then I wanted to manually, through the back office, add people into the event. Now, when I was doing this, it had only let me, because it was a $0 event, it was just so that I can forward out any contact or anything, because they were competing in a state event, keep them updated. It would only allow me to do it individually. I couldn't do like a bulk upload of like enter in a whole heap of people as a bulk. I had to do it individually. It wouldn't, allow it. Is that what happens once you've, is there any other way around that?
At the moment, no, Cass, it kind of needs to be one by one. What you can do is actually go at it through the front end. So click on the event link and go in. That actually gives you an extra button if you're logged in as an admin. It'll give you a button called Club Booking.
Yeah.
So when you click on Club Booking, you can actually do them all in bulk. So you can actually,
excellent.
Yeah, it'll show you all the members. You can just take one and then go through.
Yeah, it was allowing me to add a whole heap, but then when I processed it, it would only add one person.
Oh, did you have an event form attached to it?
No, there was no event. Oh, actually, there might have been an event form. I can't get rid of it off there. I created an event form for another thing, and it attached itself to this one. So that's probably why it was doing that, actually.
We'll give it a go over here if we can work out the club booking and set up the shop. In that way, we'll learn both the things together. So, Brenda, what we do is we go into the event management tile, and you're just going to add a new event, even though you're creating a shop. So, per example, I just want to sell polo shop tees. So the main thing will be changing the category to shop. The location type will also become shop, and then the screen dramatically changes, and then you just put in the time. So you want to basically run the shop whole year, or if you have a deadline, I'm just going to make it till 31st of December. Cool. Once you're in there, event image, event details, you can even upload pictures if you want to, or any documents that you want them to fill in. So now over here is the most important part. Now we're going to add a new event ticket. So what I'm going to say is polo tees, price, quantity, and then you click on save. Once you have saved it, then a setting button will appear called advanced. So we click on it, advanced, and then we make sure that we get the booking date and start date and the end date correctly. If the booking date is not active right now, the members won't be able to purchase your product. So that's the primary thing where many people set up their events are facing problems, that they do set up their events, but they forget to change the booking start and the end date, and that's why the product is not available for the members to see. Also, just make sure that if you have got a purchase rule in place, that the member who's trying to buy it fits in your purchase rule. If they are not fitting, they won't be able to buy it. As covered previously, you got additional details, and over here you can add forms. If you're selling a product through the event, you can actually add a product and just fill in a couple of details, and it's attached to the ticket. Once you're done, click on done, scroll down, and save and publish. Return December. Beautiful. So now you can see I've got my polo short tees available and it's accepting booking. That means it's live. If we want to check it out and how it looks from the member's point of view, we click on event and courses. We gotta search for polo tees. Yeah, it's probably polo short. Yeah, and the product is available. Right. My internet's too slow today. Because individual polo tees. So first we'll try the polo tee individual. You do one, add to your card, and then it will proceed to the cart. Not yet. This time around, we're just going to try the club booking one. Cool. Nabil doesn't show up.
Sorry, go again, Mona.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to do the club booking one.
Are you logged in as the club admin and not an NGB admin? You must be club admin of that club.
I'm not sure. Okay, just go club admin. So
It might not work with your national access. You might need like a club access, but let's try.
there you go. Cool. We'll give it a go. Right, let's just refresh. No, it still hasn't worked. So
You need to
Yep.
switch the ticket, I think. No.
I've just got one.
So which event are you in? Because it's got multiple tickets from what I can see.
So if I get an individual, I've only got one ticket.
You have other tickets in there.
No, I've just got one. That's it.
Okay. Do you have like do you put like available quantity enough
Yeah.
in there? Can you go back to and go on do the club booking?
Oh, club booking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you sure that's the event? Because that looks like it's a different.
Oh, I set it up as a shop,
Okay. Yeah.
so it's not going to work for shop, is it?
It should, but the thing is, it might not be the same event that you're accessing, because as you can see, you can actually switch the tickets. So you might have other deactivated tickets in there. Can you use the link and then access it?
Is
Probably
it because of the
taken-
national admin?
Yeah, it's probably because of the
Yeah.
national access. We're getting a lot of things in there.
Yeah. Right. So yeah, Cass, give it a go. Let's see how it works for you. It's definitely different for me because I'm a national admin and I get access to everything. But if it's not working, then just give me an email and I'll forward it to the support team, and then they can have a look into it.
I think I know what I did wrong. I've when we were looking at doing those field management forms,
Right. Yeah.
I've done the field management form that I just wanted to use for a couple of them as the main one,
Mhm.
the master. So when I created a new one, it brought up all the individual, like it put it on that as well. So I've just deleted that out and I'm going to try it again.
Beautiful. So you got it all in control.
I think so.
Yeah. Now again, if you run into trouble, shoot me an email, and then if I can't
Yeah.
solve it, then of course Nabeed and team are always happy to help.
Excellent. Thank you, guys.
Not a problem. Right. So Brenda, all clear. Have you got any other doubts on regards to how to set up the shop? No, all good. Easy. Beautiful. Anyone else got anything? Any questions? No.
Nothing from me. Thank you.
Beautiful. Let's go. How to delete an event? Nabeed, how can we delete an event? Is it possible?
I think you can make it inactive or cancel it, because there might be payments in there might be bookings in there, which is why JustGo rarely allows deletion of data. So you can cancel it, and then the event will be there, everything will be there, but it'll be canceled. It will no longer show up to the member.
Yeah. Beautiful. So it will be on your screen, but it won't be visible to members. So right now, 2 events for me is accepting bookings, and one of them is cancelled. So members will only be able to see 2 of them. Cool. So today is the last planned club drop-in session. We have finished the cycle. We believe that we have covered all the topics. We have sent out links to all the topics that we have covered. We will be assessing if clubs and zone admins require more sessions to go through any specific issues, or feel free to reach us out and say that if you could take us on event management or field management again, and then we can reassess. But for some time now, the club drop-in sessions will stop. We will have, I think we will put all the recordings on the website too, for easy access for the clubs and zones to come in and check them out. We believe we have covered it in quite a detail. So, and still, if you can't figure your way out, feel free to give me an email at support@ponyclubaustralia.com.au, and I'm more than happy to help you out.
Now, I was wondering about that because South Australia still haven't got a long way on this as the other states have, because we don't need to send out membership out till July.
Yeah.
So a lot of these things I haven't gone into detail myself. So,
Yeah. So I recently spoke to Kylie, who's heading the JustGo project for the South Australia, and she's quite aware of it, and she said that she's quite comfortable taking on the responsibility to help the clubs in the state. Again, we will discuss it with Kylie. If she needs any assistance, then we can set it up specifically for South Australia and Tasmania. It comes into renewal in July. So again, we got heaps of flexibility to help club admins and zone admins. You're always welcome to give me a call if there's certain problems that you cannot deal with it, or shoot me an email.
Yeah, because that was one of my questions: is how long would these recordings be for, and where would they be? So you just said they'll be on the website, and would they
Still,
be there for a finite time, or?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's like we got heaps of the spaces on the website, so I think at least for the next year for sure. We'll keep it there. We do understand that it's a new system and people will take time to learn and be comfortable with it. So I'm certain that it will be there for a prolonged period.
Right. And one of the membership tiles when I tried earlier in the year around December didn't have an option. Our club gives discount to our life members, but it's a more reduced fee than where after everyone's taken their cut. So our club would pay extra to fill in the gap. So there wasn't that option to do that on the automatic tile, other than they pay the club and then the club pays on their behalf the required minimum membership for everyone to take their cut.
Yeah, that's certainly an option. So correct me if I'm wrong, but you're trying to give discounts to life members at the club level?
Yep.
Yeah, so we can achieve that through family discounts. So we did cover the family discounts in the membership management period of it. Have a look to it. If you're not, give me a call. It will be much more better if you do it in person, where all the clubs differ. So the discounts will be specific to your club, specific to category, and we can work it out. So once we work together, it will always be in the system. So then even for the next year or the next renewal period, you want to make changes to it, you can just change the amount, and the discounts will keep on going.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but
So,
again, we do have guides and we have covered it in membership management. So I would recommend just try to have a look, but feel free to reach out and we'll set it up.
yeah. And currently a lot of our members have been, Kylie's transferred a lot of our members over, but they're listed as expired. So when they want to buy a, say, certificate book, they can't purchase one because they haven't been updated. They're current, but she said it's too hard to change all of those memberships to current because of we're on the financial year.
Yeah. Michelle, have you put in a purchase rule that only the financial members can buy the certificates?
No, a lot of the unfinancial members are buying them too. So as long as they're buying them through the PCA shop.
All right. So unfinancial members can purchase the books?
Yep.
All right. I thought I was under the impression they couldn't purchase if they were not financial. So
the ones on the PCA shop, anyone could purchase. Unless they're trying to purchase them through your state office, then that might be something the state office has set up.
I don't believe so. But all right, I'll go through and check that out. See how we go.
Yeah, so you got PCA shop over here in the member area. So that's there. As Michelle said, we don't have any restrictions. Any member who has a profile in the system can purchase the product.
All right. Okay, all good.
Beautiful. Thank you all for participating. Thank you, Sharon, for such nice words. It was really good to have you guys here. We hope that we have learned a lot. I certainly did in a lot of areas I wasn't sure of. But if you guys ever need any help, Michelle, me are always there to help you out. Just feel free to email or call. We'll send out the recording to everyone tomorrow, but we'll see you soon, hopefully.
Okay, thank you very much.
Right,
Bye.
bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.